Now,
It's not open.
let's
You
take it
will.
to the HR department for a HR story. In
HR
real
tonight.
news, the great story and time of the Odyssey of Donut Time.
Oh wow!
Oh wow, that was a very long
Journey.
introduction.
Also, do
So-
you feel like you're getting put in a box as a HR person?
Yes, because people minimize me to hiring and firing, and I'm so much more than that.
Yeah, she did PR as
She
well.
was PR.
You
as
could
well.
be more if you stopped slapping the table.
I'm
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
sorry. All right, so donut time.
HR.
Thank you.
Have you guys had donut time?
Never, ever, ever.
Once, no, twice.
Wait,
I did in Brisbane
What
because,
would
as
you
I
rate
said,
it?
I
What
was a
would you
travel
rate
man.
it?
It's a donut. It's good.
I did at someone's wedding. They had donuts.
It's like a cake, but it's round.
Well, no, it's a donut.
You know
Anyway.
what they say.
Idiot.
So, donut time literally overnight it gave the employees literally 2 days notice to say, hey, guess what? It's the weekend and on Monday you have no job.
Ouch. How many stores are there? Is this a big thing? Is donut
Yeah.
time big?
Yeah, there's a lot of stores around. I think there was like 100 or something. Keep
They-
in mind, it's like 1 by 1 meter. It's
Yeah.
really a
Yeah.
small store.
Yeah. In my experience, I first saw them in Queensland when I was
Yeah.
traveling, and then
Jet-setter.
in
Oh,
that
we
in
went
that
to it.
in that month, I was all over the country, and it was like as I was going to each new city, there was a new donut time in like every city.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
it was weird how
It-
fast
Yeah.
it was spreading.
I think the first one was in QVB.
Is it as big as Donut King?
No,
No.
Okay.
because it's not like a franchise.
It's
Okay.
Australian,
It's
isn't it?
owned by, and he
Okay.
just has different branches. So they went into liquidation, literally have no money, can't settle
Whoops.
pay the salary, pay the superannuation, or settle any of their outstanding debts because there's literally no money for it in the
Oh, dear.
bank.
There's $200,000. Hey,
$200,000 owing. The sad part about it is if you're an Australian, if a company goes into liquidation, if you're an Australian resident or citizen, you can actually claim money from the government.
Okay.
They keep it
Slightly contra because it's actually taxpayers' money, but that's
Oh.
for another time.
That's me.
That's my
Is
money helping to pay you. But hey, we're compassionate people. But they have a large proportion of their employees are actually foreign workers on visas,
Ooh.
and they don't get that benefit.
They get
So
nothing.
they literally are bankrupt
Up
and
the
have
creek.
no money.
How did it get there? Do you know? What
Just
brought
bad
this
cash
about?
flow.
Bad cash
Yeah.
flow.
I mean, think about it, right? It is a donut that costs $6 for one. Like, it's not cheap. And whenever I've been there, there's been like trade. Look, I don't go very often. Well, there's a lot of produce, so I don't know how they are paying for rent in prime positions. It's in QBB, like that's
Yeah.
not cheap. They've got to pay people salaries, and usually there's like 2 to 3 people there, like full time. There's all the I just don't understand how they would have made money, and why they just kept opening up stores.
Yeah, well, you'd think they would have had to at least been selling donuts pretty well, right? Because they expanded so well, so fast, and so quickly. But isn't that like the one thing every successful person like tells you is don't expand too fast? I feel like
Don't run before you can walk.
Yeah.
yeah.
I just think I don't know if the business model was right, because it is a little bit of a fad, right? Like, you remember how cupcakes were a thing a couple of years ago at every store in the city?
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing?
And so many of those stores in the city have now closed because nobody wants cupcakes. Now
Yeah,
everyone's
who
doing
cares?
like, what's that called? That naked frosting.
Yeah.
You know, that like cakes.
Huh?
Remember
Naked
Cronuts?
frosting.
What the hell happened to
Yeah.
them?
They
They still
still
exist because they were just like they were done at cafes.
Yeah.
They were
It
like
wasn't
simple.
their business.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure. I'm
No
still
one
not sure
opened, like-
what the
I'm
difference
all
is.
about
No one
Donut.
opened a cronut store.
Yes. And that's my point. So why
Mm.
did the donut like?
No, donuts is a good business though. Like Donut King's done fine.
It's gross.
And Krispy Kreme.
But
And
Donut
Wendy's.
King's
But they have.
milkshakes,
But
ice
it's not like you
cream.
see heaps of Krispy Kreme, right? It's like quite.
Yeah.
It's quite
Yeah.
exclusive. There's like one out in the roof. There's one at the
It's a
airport.
delicacy.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
To
You
put so many
plan, you
stores.
strategize with
Yeah.
location, and you do it with money. Not. It seems like they just kind of.
They must have been. They
Yeah.
must have been making money at some point.
At
You're
some
right.
point,
Like
yeah.
they expanded very quickly, so they would have had
Yeah.
to been showing because they would have borrowed a lot of money to do that.
Yeah.
But they would have had to been able to show like, well, this is our cash flow, and it would have been big. Surely.
Yeah.
Well, not necessarily because it was owned by one guy, so he just made a call too. It's not a franchise.
No, but like he would have
you
had to
mean-
borrow the money.
Yeah,
So the
yeah.
bank would have been like, "What do you
You
make?"
can make money. Yeah. So they were gonna sell it, and then they told employees, some of you may still have your job because we're gonna get a new owner, and then that fell through.
Yeah. So I thought it was like one of the there's
The
two
old-
guys at
yeah.
the top, and one of them was trying to sell it to the other one.
Yeah. So like the CEO versus the founder, because the founder owns the rights to the actual brand name, so he has to sell that to the CEO, but he didn't want to. I mean, the saddest part about this is people were told like on the Friday through a text or an email. It's pathetic.
Yeah, it was from middle management as well.
Yeah.
It wasn't from the owners.
No.
It was from middle management who are also out of a job.
Yeah. But that's just...
Like, we're all out of a job together.
It hurts my HR insides. It's just...
Does it?
It's just the worst employee
But
experience.
it sounds like
those poor
everyone
resources.
was an employee except for those 2 guys. So they weren't going to sell everyone, were they?
Yeah. So
How is he not going to jail for this? This seems criminal, right?
Well, that's what... I don't know if you saw the poster. So someone one of the employees put a poster up on the QVB store to say, they are criminals.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Well, I think they all said that. It seemed like
Yeah.
people were just spray painting it on the front
Well,
stores.
I mean...
You can't
it's not
arrest
criminal.
people for failing at a business.
Yeah.
Like,
They
if you
should've
start
called it
doing
out
that...
earlier.
Should be
though.
able to arrest people for employing that many people and not paying them, though.
Well, like, they were only $200,000 out. So how many employees do you reckon 100 stores would have?
Times
Before
that
they
by
two-
5? 500?
So 500 people. So that's not a lot per person. It's like
2 plus
$200 per person. So they're not that far behind. And it's rent as well. It's not just like wages.
It's the cost
rent.
of it.
So $200,000 on rent on 100 stores. I don't know if it's 100. That sounds like a lot.
It's all over Melbourne.
Because 200,000 sounds like how much they would have to pay out in like a week.
No,
Yeah, but it's paying minimum
it was
wage.
proper insane how quickly they just popped up everywhere.
Yeah. It was a fad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was places like Bondi Junction, like not
Yeah.
cheap places.
Yeah.
Hmm.
High
Well, if
rental
you're going to
places.
sell a $6 donut,
Yeah,
you're not going
it
to
was-
open up in
yeah.
Yeah,
Black
it was the
Town.
high-end quality donut. And like at the
Was it
beginning,
quality?
Was
Was
it?
it that good?
at the beginning they
It
were
was.
doing the hipster kind of vibe, and
They
tapped into it.
were putting bacon on there.
Yeah.
on the
Yeah,
donut.
and they were
Cool.
calling it
And-
cool names.
Yeah.
And they were
Like
vegan
Gay
too.
Time and
They had vegan.
Is that a cool name?
Gate time.
Gay Time Donut.
Right,
Or
actually.
like
The hipsters love it.
yeah. The people
They
that
probably do.
yeah.
Maybe that
Do
was
you
the
love it?
problem. It was like unique and exclusive and hipster, but now there's 200 stores. Who cares?
Yeah. It lost its lost
Is that why
its-
you didn't like it?
I haven't
It's
ever
too
had a
mainstream
donut.
because-
You're a
like-
good. You're a good.
It
I'm-
was okay.
Kind of
You're
like
like a
Harry's
Wingstop for
pies. If
hipsters.
you have
Yeah.
more than one every 2 weeks, you're
It
like,
loses its
man, this is just a meat pie.
Are they still there?
And
Harry's
Excuse
Place?
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
yeah. And to be honest, like with this whole like health craze, it doesn't probably align to how like the whole healthy eating is really spiked.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if it aligns to most people's meal prep.
Yeah,
so it
especially
doesn't
the
help.
high-end people.
Yeah.
Well, you're either going to go for healthy or you're going to go for people's cheat meals.
That's,
Right.
Yeah.
Like, you can't go for both, obviously.
yeah.
But there is a market for cheat meals.
Yeah. I'm
for
not
sure.
sure. Would
Right
I
now
would
there's
I
like
say
a-
to myself, oh, I'm gonna have a cheat, so I'm gonna walk. For me, it was like a 10-minute walk. Am I gonna walk 10 minutes to another store to get a bacon donut? Probably not.
Right now, there's a place somewhere in the city where they're selling fried chicken in size 13 shoe boxes.
Hello.
And
Isn't it
people love
Bell's?
it.
People love it.
Fried chicken seems to be the thing at the moment.
Yeah.
Fried
It's
chicken was
It's
always.
too-
It's
open
taking
up
over.
Yeah.
No, it
It's-
goes in
it has-
waves.
It's not a new thing.
It never really goes away, but it does come in waves.
The idea of like
That's a
making
song?
it
That's
as
a
good
song
as
lyric.
like
It comes and goes.
The
in
South.
waves. Comes and goes in waves. You're welcome. The other point is, sorry to cut you off,
no, that's
is what's new?
Huh?
What's new? Cutting you off. I just don't understand why like foreign people come to Australia.
Get your finger off the
I'm
table.
so sorry. It's such a soft tap. You can't even hear
I
it.
know.
you can.
I can feel it.
Sorry. I think people need to be smarter than that though. Don't
Mm.
come to Australia and work for a brand that isn't supported by like a big brand. Go work for Coles.
Are they like coming
work for
to live in
Coles.
Australia, or are they coming
They
to
can't
like
work as
visit
their own
Australia?
visas. You can't come to Australia and work here without a working visa. So they have a
Yeah, but
working
that's like a
rights.
limited time visa, isn't it?
Depends on the tenure. But let's say I think it's 12 months minimum.
Yeah.
Like go work for a big brand.
Job's a job.
But a big brand's
Yeah, but
hiring
if something like this
people?
happens because it doesn't have a big brand against it, you have no money.
They'll find another one.
It seems like they
Nah,
must have been
it's
really
not
good at
wise.
selling the vision of this, because otherwise not that many people would have joined it.
Yeah.
I feel, is this big, like,
it's not wise.
a crazy story because it's happened so suddenly and it's like just over the weekend? Because I feel like businesses go bankrupt all the time.
I think it's the way they did it as well.
Right.
Just sending them a text and being like, peace out.
They wouldn't be the only company
Yeah.
where migrants get stuffed over, though.
Yeah.
So, like, there's like 7-Eleven got done because they weren't
Yes.
paying
Yeah.
people
Yeah.
enough.
Yeah.
Have
It
you
happens.
heard of-
That's a big company.
But it,
Have you heard of the railroad?
Is Is that a movie?
Historical.
Yeah,
joke,
yeah. Throwback. But I'm just saying they should be wise about where they choose to do stuff like that. That's all I'm saying. We see it all the time.
Yeah, so
You have-
sometimes it's hard to pick that, right?
You have no leg to stand on
Yeah.
when it's a small company that has no money by.
So you reckon
If it's a
everyone should just
Coles
work
and
at
a Woolies.
Woolworths? Yeah.
Yeah, but it's a reputable brand. They're not going to do something like this because they're governed by.
Like Masters. They should have gone to work at Masters.
Yes.
Hot tip for any of you foreigners trying to get a job here.
I'm just
Work
saying.
at Masters.
Work at
I'm
Masters.
just saying, be smart.
it-
And watch your super as well. Come on.
Yeah. Thanks, Mum.
Gen Y does not take account for this superannuation.
So
okay?
he hasn't. Has the guy been punished at all for
what are you
this? The
doing?
guy who was like in charge of it.
No, you go bankrupt. You
Because he
start
loses
again.
everything. He loses the.
Actually, it sounds like the
business.
CEO has money because
No,
he
you
was
can't.
thinking of buying it.
Oh,
He's the
yes,
CEO.
yes,
he's
he's the
not
CEO.
liable.
Not the
Yeah.
owner.
So the
It's
founder.
the founder's liable.
It depends on the way the company is
It's
incorporated,
structured.
right?
Yeah.
So, like it's probably he probably doesn't end up getting Paul. It's probably separated,
Yeah.
like the business from
legally.
his stuff.
Yeah.
Blue collar crime, right?
Yeah.
That's that's not the right color.
Sorry. What's
White.
what? What is blue collar?
They're the
mean?
workers.
It'd probably be someone with a club smacking someone over the head.
Right. I never really got the
I
collar.
still don't
thing.
think it's a crime though.
What's a red collar?
I feel like everyone's
Blue
always
is
like just have a
trading.
go.
I feel like this
right?
guy.
Yeah.
I
Because
feel like this guy got off
traditionally-
really easy, where he clearly
always-
wasn't doing the
It's
right
not
thing.
There's
a
always those
crime.
stories about like business owners who have successful businesses and they're like, we failed this many times, right? He
Yeah.
failed.
You stuff up. Most businesses fail.
Oh, lenient.
Inspiring.
No.
Donut time. It's
Is
always
that,
a
is,
good
that
time.
is that everything for donut time?
Yeah.
No, that's
Is the time over?
is the
The
end of
time
donut
is over.
Nice.
Do not.